Y'all hear me? Can you hear me? Please give me some thumbs up. Please like, share, and subscribe this video. I need to see them thumbs up so I can get my chat call on. All right, my chat call. What it do, Kendra? What's good with it, boss? What's good with it? Mom, life, love. Hey, baby. Hey, D. Michelle. Let me see. Hey, wifey forever. Yeah. I could never say the Assalam. Yeah, I love the Lakers too. Yeah. Let's see. Stilettos for me. Yes. Hey, Kayla. 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 My Kayla. Oh. Hey, Miss Dee Dee. Miss Dee Dee. Lil Red. What's good with it? Cousin. What it do? What it do? Let me see. Who? Karen J. I don't know when she sleeps. Maybe she got 2 or 3 twin sisters. I don't know how she get it done, but she gets it done. Yes. Make sure I get everybody. All right. Must be T Bam must be in here. Chi-Town OG rocking. Darn, how I miss these people. Okay, and everybody is looking in the window. Looking in the window. How y'all doing today? How y'all doing? So, unless you guys got some stuff y'all want to talk about for RSK, my RSK bit was the that opinion that the judge entered in today, right, in ECF, and ECF um, feeds Pacer. So I may be in the habit of calling it ECF sometimes. So when I say ECF, I'm talking about Pacer. And pretty much, she was just, making her ruling her giving her opinion and her ruling on the, I think it was that motion to dismiss, what have you. I think that's what she referenced, the motion to dismiss. So, and in those motions to dismiss, those motions in limine, the defense have raised all kinds of, types of issues, whether it be timely filing, because it has something to do when things are timely filed, it has something to do either with the statute of limitations or with the time frame that you're given to file this motion, whatever, as the during from the pre-trial all the way down to the end or what have you. A lot of times you will see the judge's opinions and her rulings and stuff comes out after the trial is over, right? And if you could remember, we were talking about that matter of law motion that the defense put in. That was the one I think that Farinella did, where he was saying that there weren't any visual depictions with regards to J number 2, 4, and 5. I was right here looking for the tapes and shit. I believe that's the one she referenced that one um, as well. And when they're talking about the matter of law, when the defense raised that issue, it's pretty much saying that the evidence wasn't sufficient enough to pretty much to prove its case, right? And they want the judge to make a verdict because they're saying that based on the evidence which to the defense is insufficient, the jury wouldn't be able to make a reasonable determination, right? Whether the man is innocent or guilty based on what they have. So that's just to sum that up. Anytime you start seeing something with matter of law, they're always talking about the sufficiency of the evidence, right? And it's usually required, they're requiring the judge to make a what is called a directed verdict because they're saying that, the jury wouldn't be able to make that determination just based on the evidence, right? And if you think about it, and this is just another example of a defensive strategy. Like I said, if you are on team lock Hills up, you're not going to be too pleased with the way the defense do their thing because it's going to seem like poor taste. It's going to be surrounded. They are attacking the accusers, and they're doing this, and they're being slick, and they're lying, and this, that, and the third. It's all a strategy. They get paid to do all of that, and that's why they're doing it. So, yeah. So, that's pretty much what it is. So, sometimes, in some cases, right, a judge don't have to act when she gets a motion, right, from either side. And when he or she does that, it's called acting sua sponte, right? And of course, that's a Latin word, meaning she's just acting without a request from either side. So I'm telling you that just in case you start seeing um, her come up with stuff or whatever, or whatever going forward, you might see somebody, you might see a judge acting on what is known as his or her own motion. So that's what it's called. And I say that because a lot of times with the matter of law issues or whatever, sometimes you'll see a judge do that. And it's called sua sponte. All right. Or sua sponte, whatever, I think your tongue is. Hell, that's what it is. All right. Yes, this third shift, honey, the third shift is pretty popular around here. So, now, I said I want to call out some of these tubers around here. Not necessarily, good or bad. It's just some stuff that we have to recognize, right? And shouts out to again to Atmos and all of those people that were making those the reading of those transcripts happen, making them come to life. A whole bunch of people was doing them. I think Just Jazz was doing them. Of course, Sylvia was doing them. Atmos. Who else was reading the transcript? DJ Tyson was reading my transcript before he got caught. Um, um, Shouts out to the R. Kelly discussion group. They real technical and stuff like that, and they were handling the transcripts, within the group and stuff like that. So yeah. So shouts out to the people that actually, Choke No Joke was reading the transcript. So, a lot of people is coming that is actually relying on the black and white. And that's what you want, no matter what side you on. You want people to rely on the black and white, because that's the case. That's where the discovery is going to be found. Discoveries, which is an indication of the evidence, all of that. That's where it's all going to be found, right? So, shouts out to all those people. But um, that motion or that opinion that the judge was speaking on or what have you, I was going to, read it here and talk about it because I was listening to uh, Sylvia, and she was saying like they were trying to clean stuff up or whatever, and I didn't know exactly what she was talking about. And then when she went to, read what she, was, the most that ruling that the judge put out, her opinion as well. I said, oh, they're not trying to clean nothing up. They're just responding to an item that was outstanding, right? That was outstanding. So, and that's another reason. Remember yesterday I was telling y'all that when the people are in there, doing good work, taking down, writing this stuff down by hand. That's why it's so important to capture what that judge say. Start there, capture everything. Don't just capture when the people get on the stand. We need what the judge saying, all of that, because it plays, gives you a complete picture. Because some of these things like this will happen. The judge could have probably addressed, some of that stuff already in court or what have you. But now we getting it in black and white, and with along with her opinion or what have you. So that's real important. It's just real, 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 real important. So anyway, so um, as we were going through reading the transcripts and stuff, I was trying to identify, and I hope I didn't interrupt people with it, but how we do it over here. I kind of, when I read something, whatever I catch something, I kind of expound on it, what have you. So um, I can see now if you were listening or what have you, and if you know what to listen out for or what have you, you can see what are some of the post conviction motions are going to be about, what the appeals are probably going to be about, the issues that they're going to raise, and they have some valid issues. The defense has valid issues. And I'm not saying that it's going to work, but I'm saying they have some valid issues. You see, also with when a direction of an appellate court is to send the records back to the lower court so they can correct the errors, right? So if there's any errors or things of that nature, that's what they'll do. So I just want to make sure you guys understand that. Let me see. I jotted some stuff down, so let me get into make sure I was done with YouTube. YouTube. Make sure y'all. Give me a minute. Give me a minute. So we are still going to look into this setup situation, right? I believe that hell, we have all the all the utensils, the people, and all of that 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 would be more suitable to look up look into the setups. And I don't know about you, but I mean I started compiling a list of names, a list of companies, because and keep in mind, because I don't know if they know, if they realize that when they're pursuing this setup idea, that it's just going to be more than just the accusers that they need to look up, right? Because at this point, you got to look up Sony, you got to look up the banks, because surely if there's a setup, then they're going to have to get down to who extracted the money to pay these NDAs, who was given that authorization, who had authorization to make it happen. And if the money just drafted out the account on its own, then we're going to get down to that too. But we're going to find out what the fuck is going on. See, what they don't know is to pursue that setup. Like I said, I keep telling you, we're working from the end all the way back. We got all those, whoever's Bank of America, we're going to find out what the hell is going on. Because the setup, then the bank is in on it too. The bank, so it's not just the accusers and the parents and all of that. No. All those managers and bus drivers and all of that shit and all that. We're going to find out who put that shit in that storage and who took it out. We're going to find out everything. There's a setup. We're going to find out who's behind it. So if they think it's going to be a couple of days, whatever, a few crafted lives, going lives and stuff like that, nope. Who's behind? And if it's the white man, we're going to find it out too. If I have to, I'll listen. I'll call upon my connections. Bank of America, not a problem. If it's Bank of America, Wells, City, Travelers, let me see who else. That's 4 right there. Who else I got? I work for. Weird. Listen, we're gonna get down to it. Shit. Don't play with us. We gets it done. Let me turn some more people blue. I'm over here. Hold on, y'all. Give me 1 minute so I can catch some people while I'm here. But see, they think they just gonna do a half-ass job on investigating the setup. We gonna get the listen. We gonna get the true answer. We gonna get it. Give me a minute, y'all. Make sure I ain't missing your baddie. All right, I just went in and turned some couple people blue, so make sure y'all be on y'all best behavior and welcome those 2 people to Club Blue, because they been hanging out with us on this 3rd shift. Make sure and I'm it until unless I ask you to, whatever, the 2 new members of the Club Blue, I'm the only one blocking on this channel, on our channel by Angie. Club Blue, it might be something different, but we have to get to that point. So, all right. So, I want to call out some of the bloggers on these YouTube streams, right? Some of these tubers, right? And they could be good or bad or what have you. Because now it seems like we are in fuck shit overdrive, right? You know, but I'm gonna start. And before I do all that, but let me make sure. So I think I was beginning to talk about like all the people that were invested in doing reading these transcripts, and I'm talking about invested money, invested in reading them, and invested in listening to them. Because people, those people saw like probably the highest numbers are the people that was invested in reading from what actually happened in court, not what nobody think happened, not the remix of the bullshit, not none of that. What actually happened. So shouts out to all those people. Like I said, if I'm not mistaken, Diva the Divine Light was, if not the first, amongst the first that brought the idea of the transcript readings or whatever on the blog. So shouts out to her for doing that. Shouts out to Atmos for majority of the time being on his own reading those transcripts, being dedicated, coming 2 and 3 times a day sometimes reading those transcripts. Like Killer, who was involved heavily in getting them, and you know shouts out to everybody over there that participated on Sylvia's and Just Jazz, and everybody that was doing it, you know, and that was interested in it, and all the people that donated to make it happen, right, on both sides. I'm on Team Free K, Free KLs, or Team Lock R Kelly up, as well as um, sticking, and also sticking around for all those motions and all that shit. You people were, always had a front row seat and what have you. And I know I appreciate you, but I'm pretty sure the other tubers appreciate all your efforts and participation. Either anyway you did it, you know. I can't say thank you enough. So I'm pretty sure they will, extend the same gratitude. So, but the transcripts matter. It's like Black Lives Matter, transcript lives matter around here. If you don't believe me, they are so important to when they were talking about preserving the records, and when you heard that word preserved when we were going through everything towards the end of the transcript reading and what have you. That's what the attorney is talking about. In the event that something is missing and what have you, that you preserve the record. That also is a part of the appellate process. So, and I'm pretty sure if that appellate attorney ever comes back to Sylvia's, or had he been allowed to continue what he was saying, he would probably got to that, because that's a very, very important for the trial attorney to do. Because especially when it just say that the trial attorney will not be handling the appeal, that is detrimental, to the success of an appeal, for for your uh, for your client. So you want to make sure that's done. So again, you know what? So we were talking about the setups, and of course, setup is a conspiracy theory. That goes without saying, right? However, there are some conspiracy theories that attorneys may try in court. May, all right? If they have a logical explanation to explain that conspiracy theory, some evidence that could suggest that that conspiracy theory occurred or what have you, then sometimes that they will put that argument forth in court, right? Now, I know I've said over and over again or what have you that the reason why the attorneys didn't use information that was sent to them by the tubers around here, what have you, about, probably because they couldn't use it, most likely, right? And most likely it was information or evidence or what have you of a conspiracy theory that could not be proven in court or at least argued from a logical standpoint. And at some point, at all times, it has to at least touch upon the legal standard, right, which is the law. So, but one person that I don't think I've ever spoken out about as far as her work is Prima Donna. So let me tell you. So let me tell you this. If I were to go with the conspiracy theory, or maybe just some of the theories that she put out, that would be a good person to go with. Here's why. Because I find that she don't lie on the information. She has a logical theory when it comes to the stuff she talks about. She's not remixing it. I haven't. I mean, and I'm not. I haven't caught her. I don't listen to her as much as I used to. In the beginning or what have you. But I have. Here and there. Is and one because one I'm busy and now I have a channel, and two, it's so much stuff that be going on and what have you. So, but she at least comes up with some facts, right? What is James talking about? Hold on. James, what you talking about? You talking about me? I just looked up at the screen. What you disagree with something I said, Justice, not James, Justice. Let me know what you're talking about so we can have that conversation. So, well, anyway, so at least she make it sounds plausible. It sounds logical. I've never ever heard of her like fucking this shit up, to creating evidence and putting a spin on the facts to make it fit her narrative, her theory, or whatever. Never seen her do any of that. So, and she's detailed. I'm not making this up. She's detailed. She comes up, with her information, and she has receipts. She has real receipts, not manufactured receipts, not bullshit, not she don't be trying to play a video that don't make no point. And if you are exhausted, or if you're kind of, you're not one that can catch on to shit or catch on to people, whatever, then she then you won't, when people do that, you won't say, well, that's not making a bitter, that's not making a point. Like, what the fuck? But yeah, she's very consistent. She does her homework, and she has something to back up her theory. She's not just putting it out there. And hey, yeah. Now I didn't say that I know they used a few. They used a couple things from YouTube. They didn't use all that shit. I didn't say that definitively. They've never used nothing. I didn't say that. I say if they sent something in and they didn't use it, it's probably because they couldn't use it and it wasn't no good. So let me stop there. Let me explain to what I'm saying. The bulk of the shit that they have sent to those attorneys haven't wasn't used. I'm pretty sure, and I'll go with the numbers of about 98%. If you're talking about something from precedence or whatever, if they played that, that's Shabazz. That's a documentary. They could use that. They use that if they used it. That's not something that relied upon a YouTuber to send it to them. Most of the shit they sent in was bullshit. If it was any use, and if it would have made a difference, they would have used it. On top of that, when you get information in, and I'm gonna show you something. When you get information in from anybody, evidence from anybody, there's something called a chain of custody, right? Had they would have been able to use that shit, those YouTubers would have been subpoenaed because they need to know the origin. They need to know the origin because the opposite side needs to challenge it. So the information. So I'll go again. I'll double down on what I said, but I'll make it a little bit plainer. I'm not saying that they didn't use anything from what they got from YouTube, and I'm gonna say what they got from YouTube, meaning that they could have found it themselves. Okay. No, that stuff. Listen. I know that's the narrative that y'all want to go with, right? But I'm just gonna keep it a buck. There isn't very much that I've seen, and I'm in here down on the block with everybody, with the YouTubers that have been generated that I would have used. The shit just don't. I mean, it goes nowhere. And you say stuff was held from Canic. He had a whole PI that was working. You mean to tell me did the PI withhold stuff that the PI found? No. And people are saying Greenberg withheld evidence. So since you said that, it makes me believe that stuff that was sent to Greenberg, and because it wasn't used, somehow somebody put the narrative out that Greenberg was withholding stuff from Canic. Greenberg probably couldn't use that stuff. So what is okay? You're not interested in engaging in any theories. Theories. Okay, so all right. So you must be don't know much about the law because the law is based on when it goes to trial. The law can be based heavily on a bunch of theories, right? That just needs to be proven. What is it that you're saying that the defense team didn't use? Because see, here lies the problem. This is the and we're seeing and I'm not jumping on you, Justice. So don't get it. Don't um feel that way. But this is a good example. So the tubers around here, right? But somehow, some way, and I'm not down on nobody on either side, right? Because I'm pretty sure both sides was sending in information. As a matter of fact, I know both sides were sending in information. And very little, if any, was used. There's a reason. There's a reason because it's It's not relevant. It's not relatable, and it wasn't reliable. It just wasn't. I'm here. I'm here too. I'm looking at the evidence. I'm here. Well, not the evidence, but I'm hearing what y'all consider evidence. Put it like that. On both sides, and it wasn't used for a reason. I'm not making this up. And that's the problem. You can't tell y'all anything, right? Because y'all know it all. And I have to reference to that attorney that Sylvia had on her channel. What was the qualifications that would make the people on YouTube more qualified than any attorney on that case? Now, I don't hear nothing. Wait a minute, those are crickets. That's not you. I don't hear no typing. Wait a minute. Let me get close. My point exactly. If you don't know what you're doing, just don't know what you're doing. I'm never gonna go nowhere and out in no garage and go to the factory, pick up an engine, and bring the engine home with my stupid ass and try to put it in there without. I'm gonna do it anyway, but I'm at least try to get some instruction for somebody to know how to put the engine in there. And I'm not saying nothing bad. So this is why that movement didn't really go nowhere, because people lack direction yet don't want any. So I have to throw my hand. Well, I know what's admissible, and I'm telling you, and you ain't got to take it from me. Look at what they used in court and tell me how much of it that came from YouTubers. And they were saturated. And I don't have to be in the office to know this. They were saturated. I heard people saying they send this over to the attorneys and get this over to the attorneys and do this, that, and the third. And what you think, they just sat on it just for no reason? No, that's not how that works. You think his own team sabotaged him? No, it wasn't relatable, reliable, or what? Relevant. But the first thing is has to be relevant. They didn't even try to get it in. And here's another thing. So we're gonna so let me help you out. Justice, can you tell me what type of discovery process the federal government has and most states have? If you can. If you can let me know. Tell me the process when it comes to discovery. We're going to start with the basics. Just let me know. If you don't know, just say you don't know. I'll help you out. It's two words, and it could be found somewhere in the indictment, used sometimes in the emotions. Right. So it's reciprocal discovery. No, it's not a stupid question. If it was a stupid question, you would have gave me the right the correct way to say it. Reciprocal discovery. Well, here's the thing. If I'm asking you a stupid question, that's probably because I don't think you're very knowledgeable. So I wanted to make it easy. But since you know what it is, so let me ask you this. If they have reciprocal discovery, where was the discovery for the defense? And why wasn't it saturated with stuff from the YouTubers? Being that social media stuff 9 out of 10 times is going to be admissible. Where was it? Mm. No, I'm asking you. As a matter of fact, let me drop this link so I can weigh your ass out on the legal knowledge. Let me drop this link. Hey y'all gonna learn. Y'all are gonna hear some stuff that I haven't gone on over with you. But since this a legal beagle, come on. There go the link. Let me put this cold salad away. You're not interested? That's what I thought. That's what I thought. Yeah, because I will weigh your ass out. That's what I thought. Yeah, you said the right answers. If you ain't haven't noticed that, there's not many that will come up here and battle me. That's what I thought. So when you make a statement, make sure you're qualified to back it up, and make sure you certified to come fuck with me. If not, don't come at me that way. Your time will be shortened here. And this is the reason why that movement stopped. Because you can't tell them nothing. All they know is what's crammed up in their goddamn ignorant of the law ass head, and sometimes just ignorant, period. Right. They make statements and don't tell me it's a stupid question. Well, hell, if it was a stupid question, then you would have given me the correct goddamn answer that is recognized by anybody in the legal profession, which will be what? Reciprocal discovery, not exchange of evidence. Anyway, and then if we're stupid, well, why are you over here listening? That makes you stupid. I'm not gonna listen to somebody that I'm think gonna give me a stupid question. No, you hit that goddamn link. It's I don't know how many attorneys that man had on it. He had attorneys that withdrew. He had people in the office that were still back there pushing papers. And you mean to tell me that someone was just gonna withhold evidence? No, they got a whole PI that was working on the case. And when the and here's another thing. People were sending information and evidence to the prosecution. The prosecution, if it's exculpatory, they have to disclose it. Because they can get in trouble with that. And as many letters and shit like that have been sent in on the prosecution as well as the judge, that stuff would have been revealed in an investigation. So it's checks and balances all over the place. Anyway, as I was saying, prima donna. So I find that the stuff that she comes up with is logical, right? And because you can't, the evidence that they had, it was pretty much something where you had to, I don't know how you could address it, because I mean, you have to address it with admitting, that you had some type of you are a part of your guilt, right? I mean, you're a part of your the actions, right? Which is you had you acted, at least you were negligent, at least, right? So that means that there are some mitigating factors. You had some culpability in what happened. You had to, when you say set up, you're saying you're guilty. You were culpable, right? So if you looked at that case uh, with um with Casey Anthony, Jose Baez was her attorney, right? He just went almost damn near straight strategy, right? Straight. I mean, he addressed the evidence a little bit, but he didn't get into it, okay? Because as you know, if he would have said something or whatever, that guy gave the prosecution the right to talk about it, right? So I say, and this is just my opinion, I say that when I, when you look at the stuff Prima Donna puts out, she has some receipts. She has a reason why she thinks the way she thinks, and she's not altering the receipts, right? She's not just creating some kind of evidence or some shit like that. You can use some of the stuff that she has as far as a strategy in court. That's just my opinion. You can use it. It's not on the remix. It ain't all fucked up or none of that. It's clean and you can use it. Some of it, So shouts out to her for that. A viewpoint from Tracy. She makes some valid points too. Again, she doesn't she's not into the providing the receipts and things of that nature. But what I'm saying is her logic, her explanation on things or whatever, it's real clean. It's not all her head ain't in the sky and all this bullshit, right? All the no, 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 no. It's her stuff is real clean. It's not all fucked up. It's not on the remix. Nobody can use that. It needs to be straight up, and it needs to be actual facts based on actual evidence, not nothing they done fucked up or nothing like that. None of that. Can't do that because that prosecution gonna come in there and light your ass. Be like, baby, if you don't stop, they're gonna be like, girl, if you don't get back to that goddamn defense table and sit your ass down. So but shouts out to them for that. You can appreciate that. You can sit up there and be like, okay, she making a point. Hey, Miss April, what's happening? But and you know what? And again, I don't want nobody to ever think they can't disagree with me. That I can. That's not what the point is. You know what I'm saying? I'm just when I asked you, because I want to know what is your theory or what have you. How many times y'all heard I just say killer because that's the one that normally He hits the link and whatever. We have some type of dialogue. If he gives me something or what have you or whatever, I was like, yeah, I can see that. You know, even when Jojo and I are talking or what have you. If he give me something or whatever, I'm like, yeah, I can see that. But they know to give me something based on some facts and some evidence. Don't give me nothing just based on what you think. Because I'm going to come, because I can go back and get something to prove to you why what I'm saying, why I think the way I'm thinking, why I'm saying what I say. So that's the difference. So yeah, and then and you make sure you respond the correct way, or you gonna get it. Hey, listen, baby, I was listen. Y'all was gonna hear some shit y'all ain't never heard. You're like, what? She ain't go with that. Yes, honey. I'm being good. I'm being good. Oh, I'm being good. But yeah, so y'all give me 1 minute. I need to get I just looked in this refrigerator and I don't have no soda. And I don't play that. So give me 1 minute. Can y'all give me 1 minute so I can get me some soda? She blocked me from her channel. Why did she block me from my channel? Queen of BK. She blocked me. All right, I'm back, y'all. Hold on. Is she? Oh, Queen of BK. I don't know. There's no way I could tell if somebody blocked me. Oh, y'all want me to hit the Darth Vader on them? Queen of BK. There's no way. I mean, how would I know? I've never had a issue with her, so if she blocked me, she just blocked me. I haven't done anything to her. I've never had an issue with her. And here's the thing, right? Here's the difference between me and some people, whatever, right? I don't have to like you, do, and I've said this several times. So since you're here, you'll be hearing it for the first time, I guess. Maybe not. I don't have to like you, and you don't have to like me or whatever to say something good about you or what have you. And if it's the truth, it's the truth. Some people, and I'm not saying this is the case with her, but this is the case with a lot of people. People that see you talk to, and I'm not on a side, I'm never going to pick a side. And I'm never going to pick a side to kick it with anybody because I don't have to do that. I'm not a follower, I'm not a leader, but I'm definitely not a follower, right? So I don't have to buy into anybody's theory or anybody's side or however they feel or whatever. I don't give a damn if you for or against R. Kelly. I don't give a fuck. Again, I don't pick teams or sides. I pick people. And if they good or decent people, then they are good and decent people. And if somebody don't like me because I talk to people that are support R. Kelly, then fuck them. If people don't like me that I deal with people that want to lock R. Kelly up, then fuck them. That's their own ignorant point of view. If their life hinges upon if you are for or against R. Kelly, then fuck you. And if you don't like what I'm saying, there's a number that's running by. You can always call me, and I'll tell you fuck you, to your face. That's just how it is. I mean, I don't give a damn who follow who and who don't follow who, and fuck you too. I said what I said, and if anybody don't like it, or anybody don't like how I move, or what they call it, moving front and talking to the ops, well, fuck you too. And make sure if I'm blocked, make sure you go in there and block it, keep it blocked. I said what I said. That's what it is. What the fuck you want me to do? If I run into a motherfucking burning house, I'll definitely run up into your motherfucking into your chat on your fucking channel. And you better know how to block if you don't want me there. Just it's just shit like that. That's why I don't now being that I learned that people are just not civilized. Everybody are not people are not logical, don't have good sense. And if their judgment hinges on whether you support R. Kelly or not, I really don't want to be fucked up with you anyway. But I'm just saying. So as you see, I go to Devos and bring my ass back on home. I go to Atmospheres, bring my ass back on home. I go to Randall's, bring my ass back on home. I go to Mr. Niece, bring my ass back on home. Whenever I go to Skylife, and I bring my ass back on home. I don't feel like arguing with nobody that they so juvenile and immature, and somebody's an ops and all that bullshit. I don't have to deal with that because I cut you the fuck out and cut your motherfucking lights off, shut down your EBT, and then hell. And if I see them, beat your ass. Cause check this out. Hey, I'm not practicing law. Oh shit. Hey, I'm not. Hey, and that's just what it is. I don't know what the hell you want me to do. I'm never gonna goddamn. Thank you, T-Bam. I'm never gonna change my motherfucking the way I think and my stance to kick it with these motherfuckers. Are you serious? Listen, I have a whole heap of motherfucking friends, and I know every goddamn body. Okay, know everybody. Shit, I put people motherfucking on just like people put me motherfucking on. I pay it forward, so I don't give a fuck about none of that. Shit, hell. Wait a minute, was that 3 or 4 fuck you? Hey, I'm not gonna do it. I'm not going to do it. Now, right, just because these people base their life and who they hang by on the internet, not hang around in real life, but hang around on the internet, whether or not you for or against R. Kelly, something is wrong with you. And I guarantee you, sit back and pay attention. Look at them. Just sit in their bushes and look at them. And they're going to say some things and they're going to act away. You going to be like, something wrong with them motherfuckers. You would be surprised enough the amount of time that Joe and I have sat up here and watched motherfuckers and be like, we agreeing. Something wrong with that motherfucker. And I'd be like, I told you. And listen, and I hate to say this here, but I deal with, people that's something wrong with the motherfuckers. Listen, I'll be like, and this is how I know. Look at, they have a diagnosis code of F something or whatever. Something wrong with this motherfucker. Listen, and they be acting like, and let me tell y'all something. Don't be fooled, and don't get it twisted. When these people be spazzing out and be acting all crazy, whatever, that ain't the first time that they've been called crazy. When they got on YouTube, they was called crazy before they got on YouTube. The doctor called them crazy. Their friends called them crazy. Their ex-husband or wife called them crazy. Their children done called them crazy. The neighbors done called them crazy. But when they get on YouTube, you call them motherfucking crazy. They trying to act like that's the first time they heard it. No, I'm pretty sure they get a check that says they're crazy. Or they will be. Girl. Oh, Lord. But yeah, so I be like, one of the crazy motherfucker. But child, but often that's when when you see people just, child, I ain't gonna say nothing because mental illness or being fucked up in the head a little bit, a little thrown off, whatever, it's no laughing matter. It's only a laughing matter if you out here fucking with people. You fucking with people you shouldn't be. Hell, shit, the fuck. But anyway, so um, so anyway, shouts out to those people that just keep it their shit clean, right? And they don't be fucking around with the information and the evidence and all that kind of shit. Shouts out to those people. So then that brings us to the people that be manufacturing evidence. Manufacturing the receipts and shit like that. Be like, okay. So that shit can't be used in court. The theory is so far off because when I used to get the stuff from, like I call them social media sleuths. They know to include their theory because I want to know how were they, what were they thinking, you know? Because if not, I'm gonna, be emailing back and be like, okay, why are you sending me this and what does it mean, Now I want to know the theory. And when you send stuff in, when you send the stuff into the attorneys or whatever, they got to go and investigate it anyway. They investigate it because they're not going to go into court with some shit you done sent and they don't know if it's valid. They're just not going to do that. Nobody will. You got to do that for one, for the chain of custody. Two, make sure that it is original evidence that has not been manipulated in any way. You got to do that. So that's mainly the reason why they didn't use y'all shit. I'm just trying to tell you. So now with Choke, right? Like I said, I love his presence here. For one, mainly because it's getting on DJ's nerve. And I really, 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 really love that. And as you see now, now you hear old Dusty Danger DJ over there trying to say now, he's trying to you know appeal to Choke. He's trying to apologize without apologizing. You know how you do that thing, Choke. I ain't got no issues with you, man. Sometimes I'm a hard head and whatever. No, you ignorant and stupid, and you're funky. And those people, and he got mad that time because I said just being not even making a big point about he reaches out to people, or how they mask it. The people over there be reaching out to motherfuckers and they call him back, to make it seem, give the illusion like he's so important. Somebody's hunting down, DJ Tyson to give a motherfucking interview with, or talk to, or tell their story. That don't make sense. Ain't nobody been doing me like that, or nobody else. Like what? Like, huh? Even Tasha K have to reach out to people in some cases to get an interview or whatever. Child, when I tell you that, listen, that expired crack will fuck up anybody's brain cells, honey. That's why his head's still the same size and the body's still shrinking. That expired crack. It ain't even no big deal. Like, And when those type of, when you see people flip out over shit like that, or you see people jumping shit that ain't have nothing to do with them and whatever, that's a person that don't like your ass anyway. That's a person that just want some issues with your motherfucking ass anyway. So you know what I'm saying? So now he's trying to take a softer position on choking shit like that. And I put it on my motherfucking community wall, and I added his motherfucking ass and DJ too. Because I don't talk behind no motherfucking body's back. I'm letting you know. This is what I'm saying about your ass. Please get to the point and let me know what the fuck you gonna do about it. Hell. Told you I can go to jail now. Shit. Hey, it's post, smile, pose for the pic. All right. Do you want me to turn to the left? Okay. You stop. That means when I tell you I am so nice online, I really am. But so, and you know what he gonna do if Choke ever let his ass back over there on that panel. He do go play nice and Choke face, then he take his bitch ass back to his panel and just start talking shit and whatever, like he did the times when he was over here. Like, I know that motherfucker better not ever click this goddamn link or run his ass. He can't even run through this chat. He run through this motherfucking chat. I'm trying to tell you. Y'all don't even have to wait for me to talk about no motherfucking block him. Cuss his ass out. You know how we do our motherfucking our procedure is cuss your ass out to make your ass want to leave. Then block them. Shit, the hell? Don't make no goddamn sense, right? So, but child, he over there trying to be nice because his ass is being left out. Now he's Black still that's my brother. That's my brother. Well, when that happened? Does Black CL know that? Shit. So annoying. Then he over there talking about, well, I don't want nobody to send me cash. Don't send me no cash yet. Well, he ain't refusing the motherfuckers and whatever. And he swear that people, I don't understand what he don't understand. He swear that people is hating on him. Ain't nobody on this planet is going to hate on a bum, a person with a tragic life. For what? A person that had to wait on somebody to feed them. Yeah, that's right. When you're waiting on somebody to send you some money, that's what you're waiting to do. Like, are you crazy? Tell me somebody, hey, because he got cash apps. Everybody get cash. Yes, everybody has them up on cash app. Here's the point. The point is everybody didn't beg or don't beg like you do. And I'm not even talking about the people that asked about to support the channel or whatever. That's not what I'm talking about. He begged, got downright nasty with it. Talk to them people like they were. I used to feel sorry for them people. Because that's why I don't call everybody no bad motherfucking bugs. Because I don't believe they, I had to change my position. I had to just, uh, observe the chat a little bit or whatever. I'm like, oh, them people ain't all fucked up like that. That, majority of them pretty decent. It's just the ones that listen to, do what the fuck he say with his illiterate ass. Or just like people for no reason. I'll be damn if I'm not gonna I'm gonna dislike some motherfucking body ain't do shit to me. The fuck, how does that work? Just because somebody else don't like them. You are a follower. And it's probably, and if we looked at your life, it's probably fucked up. Because you can't think on your own. So that's how that usually works. But, honey, I think that Choke has enough people in his ear to, he'll probably not even ever give Debo a chance. That ain't gonna work out. So that's funny as hell. But he just don't understand that people are not. There's no one that's hating on somebody. He talking. That's why I drive a Lexus. Yeah, a Lexus that's gonna need a motor in probably about 2 months. Shit. It's some gonna be. You're gonna need some. Do they still make struts or whatever the fuck whatever it's called, struts or whatever? Like, dude, like that ain't shit to brag about. A car, huh? It's like, oh my God. Then the thing about it, he called himself life shaming. He's so ignorant. He called himself life shaming somebody. He's talking about somebody ain't sleeping in their own shit or whatever. Dude, apartment, that ain't your shit. That's the landlord shit. Like, where am, huh? Like, how you just now got somewhere, within a couple of years, somewhere to lay your motherfucking head in a goddamn dwelling and shit. You want to talk about somebody, people that have been for, like, what? I can't even get it out. I don't know his thought process. Or is it just bullshit? Do he know better than that? Do he know nobody is hating on the most disgusting motherfucker on this planet? Always, every time you cut the camera on, he always somewhere unkept in little blouses and shit, little tops. Always digging and scratching and whatever. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I mean, and I just don't realize he's never gonna like not lie on me or not attack me in some kind of way. He'll come up with it out of clear blue sky. So I'm not gonna not talk about his motherfucking ass. Shit, he's disgusting. So nobody is hating on you for nothing. Nobody wants to live your sad, pathetic, motherfucking treacherous life. You are a bum. You're a deadbeat. Shit. And you're a bitch ass nigga. Bitch. And oh, he triggers me, child. So nobody is hating on your motherfucking ass. Nobody. For what? You ain't got shit. The shit you got, you just got it. The fuck? I don't understand. That seems like somebody, just like they ain't tell them that word is not obsessed. It's obsessed. Not intimidate, it's intimidate. Like, where am I? Like, that don't make no motherfucking sense. I can't stand his motherfucking ass. He's a disgusting motherfucker. Telling you. Ugh. I ever catch that motherfucker. Oh, they're gonna be getting me out of motherfucking. Mm. I ain't going on a run either. I'm sitting just like I always do. I wait for the cops. They're like, hey, shit, it is what it is. Hell, what the fuck you want me to do? Shit. But anyway, oh, he triggered me. ooh, ooh, uh-uh. So I mean, ain't nobody talking about everybody got it. That's not the point. It's the you was begging like a motherfucking goddamn Jerry Lewis telethon. You begging like the goddamn the people that feed the people 19 cents a day and all of that. Shit. The hell? That's the what oh he just it's disgusting. But yeah, he won't seem to leave me to like stop attacking, just out of the clear blue the line and shit. Always want to start shit with people. Started shit with me and Sylvia. I had to cuss her ass out. Shit. You got to be, and I don't want to say as women, because I don't hide behind that gender thing, but I'll say this, right? You just can't be led or influenced or manipulated by people, especially a motherfucker like that. That is the end of the earth, the end of the world, the bottom of the pit, where all the devils and the devil's babies reside. He is such a no good motherfucker that his head, he will never have peace, right? Because he's fucked up. He's a fucked up individual. And his brain won't let him have peace because he's done too much bullshit. And the Lord we serve has shown him incredible mercy because we don't know the shit that nigga has done, but the Lord has, and for the Lord to even allow him to have one day of peace and grace is more. That nigga triggers me. Let me move on to something else. I've been saying some bullshit. And then I'm a reasonable person, right? You know what I'm saying? So if I find a person like decent and a good person, whatever, may have some issues or whatever, I'm gonna try to at least make it right, or at least have a decent relationship or whatever. Because I do know that good people are hard to find, right? And you always try to keep them type of people around. That's why I have some friends, honey. But let me tell you something. I listen. I I be about to have a heart attack every time they finna move this place, and I'm so happy that I mean shit, I almost boo-hoo like a goddamn baby. And I don't cry, but shit, I was upset. Some of the how every black person want to move to Georgia, Atlanta. I don't know what the hell they giving out up there. Maybe you can make a couple 100,000 or whatever, still get food stamps or whatever. Cause I don't know what they do up there in Atlanta. Why everybody got to move there? So you know what I'm saying? But shit, hell, I had this one friend, boy. Oh, boy, he was my bestie for about a goddamn year. And I helped him get the motherfucking job. They done took him, and he moved to Alabama. I'm still salty about that. I want you somewhere where I can listen, where I can put my hands on you. Because I know y'all ain't gonna believe this, but sometimes um I am not I don't want to say weak, but I want to paint a vision, right? Give you an idea, right? Where I'm not needy or weak. You know that, right? But sometimes I have people that are good enough and decent enough to where I don't have to be the person that's in charge or the person that's the de facto leader or whatever. And I'm shy. I don't want to be no goddamn leader or whatever. But so sometimes I can get up under them like you hear my best friend Tim be talking about me prosecuting, making a joke about me prosecuting R. Kelly or whatever. But when I get around them or whatever, I know that I'm protected and I can just somebody else could what I'm talking about. They could take the lead and whatever, and all I can do is just act like a little baby. You know, I'm a baby. So and they call me baby girl, right? So you know, so when I don't know where the fuck I'm going with this, but when you have good people or whatever around or whatever, you want to keep it like that, right? There is never a time that I can foresee ever working out anything with that motherfucker. Ever. He's the worst shit ever. I hate when he be talking to them people like that over there. And even those motherfuckers, some of them don't like me. Shit. They don't like me because of his motherfucking ass. Well, I can't stand that motherfucker. Oh, I want to go back to work just to fucking goddamn, do all kind of shit to his motherfucking ass. Hell. His ass would be goddamn fucking IRS would be knocking on his motherfucking door every goddamn other month. Motherfucker. Stand his ass. Ooh, gee, oh Lord, where's my goddamn Darth Vader? Lord, I done went in another direction. Lord, hey, when was somebody gonna remind me to goddamn put my Darth Vader up? My breathing. Listen, my breathing technique. Shit, that nigga takes me, baby. Ooh, shit. Mm-mm. But yeah. So I mean, and that's just what it is, right? That's just what it is. And it's a bad thing to have some hate and shit in your goddamn. I don't like feeling like that, but shit. Right here, you just don't have no choice. These niggas will push you. Your ass be on the motherfucking goddamn fucking the fucking news and shit. But so so y'all don't like his ass. Put it like that. Put it like that. So I heard Choke. He said that he's gonna call on Debo to do some work with that movement with R. Kelly with Rat Day in Chicago and stuff like that. I was like, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. You know. And now I didn't say, he said he was gonna reach out to other people. Then I listened to Dana. I didn't hear him say he's gonna ask Dana to start no movement in Atlanta, but Dana said he was gonna start a movement in Atlanta and stuff like that or whatever. So, mhm, you know, if I can't be faking 40 for 1 minute, ooh, I, that would be a good thing if Dana, spearhead that. I'll go ahead and say that. Okay. Ah, oh Jesus. So then you have people still with the same crazy ass shit, like saying that Azriel is Angelo's stepdaughter. Why would you say that? And people don't understand when you make all kind of motherfucking say shit like that, or whatever. That will call into question everything you say and the work that you do. That don't make no goddamn sense. I'm pretty sure if that was his stepdaughter, but she looked like him. I'm pretty sure if that was his stepdaughter, they would have said that by now. I'm pretty sure that Marpovich will say that's his daughter. This shit, that's what I'm saying. So it took me a while to figure out that a lot of these people have no shame in their game. They'll come and say any old stupid shit, any old make any old just stupid. Huh? Just lie like it ain't nothing. When the people like this shit can be proven. Like you're lying. Like, I just hope that, Choker find out who's who and what's what. And don't and he'll do his own research and do not rely on what people give you. If you're gonna be an investigative journalist, then you need to investigate that shit. Look, Kendra, yeah, I'm trying to get it out. I tried. When people talking about spitting in your face and beating your ass and all this kind of shit like this, hell, I didn't know I invoked those feelings in Dana, whatever. You right. You get recent messages saying that. I'm like, damn, that's what he said. Oh, okay. All right. I want to see that happen. But he ain't made it on my list yet. I get one more message about you saying some shit. But so I'm just saying, if you're going to work, whether it's for or against the man, whatever, you got to establish some type of credibility, and you got to have some type of integrity, and you can't be loose with the facts and manufacture the motherfucking evidence and come up with all this crazy ass shit. And at least your conspiracy theories need to be based on some type of evidence and facts. That's all I'm saying. And you can't just take what's in black and white and fuck it up and remix it to fit your fucking narrative. You call and see, when people do that, they call into question the work other people are doing, especially if you got a larger audience. You were like, oh my gosh. You know what I'm saying? That's like when you know how when you take those like them little, what them things is where you them building blocks and you keep putting on top, whatever, and then you get it like almost to where you finna put the last goddamn block and the whole motherfucker fall down. Then you be sitting like, Lord have mercy. I mean, shit. So you can't be saying just this is crazy shit. Crazy shit. I don't get it. And people got to stop, disliking people for no other reason. Is that I mean, okay, I even give you this. You could dislike a motherfucker for, doing some bad shit to people. That's the reason to dislike somebody. Now, not on the retaliation. That's what I'm talking about. Motherfucker just go out there fucking with people, bullying people, jumping people, and a lot of terrorizing people, whatever. Yeah, you can dislike them motherfucking people. You got a reason to dislike them. There's some facts and some shit. There's some character traits there where you can dislike them, whatever. But not on no bullshit. No, like, I mean, would you do that in real life? Do you go to work and say, okay, if you are against R. Kelly, Motherfuckers, fuck y'all and whatever. I ain't working with you. I ain't gonna never work with you. I ain't gonna talk. I ain't nothing. You sound crazy. And even if you go to work and say, well, you support R. Kelly, motherfuckers, I ain't working with you, motherfuckers. I don't like you. I ain't sitting to the same table with you. There's somebody gonna have to fire one of us. You sound crazy. Damn. I don't know where we are, y'all. Where are we? It's like, shit. Is that the goddamn? I mean, listen. If you listen, you're not finna reduce my motherfucking goddamn life down to whether or not I'm for or against R. Kelly. I don't know him. Oh, shit. No. You are crazy. I'm telling you. Just pay attention. Just sit back and pay attention to these motherfuckers. When they have a hard stance like that, and they gonna only deal with motherfuckers that are for or against R. Kelly, pay attention, watch. They gonna do something or say something, and you gonna realize, oh, this motherfucker crazy. I don't want to be dealing with your ass anyway. You crazy. If that's what it comes down to, you got problems. Bitch, don't you know we got the goddamn virus out here? You with that bullshit? Hey, we got global warming. Shit. You up there with that shit. Hell. Got Biden up there in the goddamn president, and he act like he done forgot everything he's supposed to goddamn do and shit. Now we got to find somebody else in a couple years. Now we got to get out there and vote with the coronavirus looming all over our head and shit. The fuck? We got problems around here. Hell. Hey. So, I don't know, y'all. I don't know. I'm going to drop the link again so I can go ahead and let y'all get on up out of here. Because, baby, these motherfuckers crazy. I'm looking up at the monitor now. Let me see if I can catch some of these questions. Some of these questions and statements. Because let me look up at the monitor. Let me see if I can catch something. I can catch something. What happened to the justice don't sleep? They used to come in here and be pretty decent. I don't know what the hell was going on. I mean, well, maybe that person sent a lot of the bullshit over there to the lawyers and then used the shit. Don't get mad at me. Call Kenneth now. Shit, I don't know what you have check paste and see if any of that shit ended up on a goddamn a list submitted by the goddamn the defense or whatever. And another thing, right? And just because you came in here and showed your ass tonight, I'm gonna make it real bad. I'm gonna tell you how 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 irrelevant and bullshit y'all motherfucking shit was, right, that y'all sent in. Whatever the shit y'all sent to the prosecution, the shit y'all sent about Larry and the other evidence or whatever that y'all said that was gonna goddamn uh um free R. Kelly, whatever, that wasn't even shit. Y'all believed wholeheartedly in that shit. You prayed over it. You thought you had the goddamn the key to the goddamn chains and shit, and the people got that shit and found out that wasn't worth shit. And you probably sent some shit in there that they use on that. I'm being an ass now. Oh Lord, I like the fact that I can, I can go from the books on down to the goddamn to the Bronx or whatever the hell to the basement. I'm gonna say from the books to the basement. Let's put it like that. Yeah, that wasn't bad shit. They couldn't use that shit. They couldn't use that shit to either free R. Kelly or motherfucking lock him up. That shit wasn't worth shit. You wasted all that time. Yeah, they couldn't even use it. How about that? Shit. Ain't that something? Y'all been sending motherfucking shit to them people for damn near 3 years. And it ain't even show up as a goddamn on a slide at the goddamn in the hearing. You ain't worth shit. Yeah, that's what you came in. That's what you get for coming in and fucking with me. Because you must be the one that sent the bulk of that bullshit over there, wasting the people time. All that shit you done accumulate on the thumb drive and all that shit you done been up all night listening to all these lives, researching and shit. That's what y'all call it. And they ain't using none of it. Because it ain't about shit. Hey, they should have returned that motherfucking bullshit to y'all. You done loaded up them motherfucking people inboxes and shit. All them guys sending all the attorneys all that bullshit. Every time you hear something, oh, we gonna send it to the attorney. Oh, we got Geronimo case, sister. Oh, they ain't using none of that bullshit. Cause it ain't about shit. Look at you. Look at you. All that work you done. Look at you. Yeah. Then you want to talk about me, but guess what? My fake ass would have known not to send that shit over there because it ain't about shit. Yeah, you're useless. That's what see, this is what you get. Now you're finna get some shit that I would really wouldn't say online. I would tell you, pull you to the side and tell you. But no, you won't send your representative in here 4 days this morning to come over here and fuck with me and talk all kind of bullshit to me. You done sat up there and unloaded up all the motherfucking the people spam box and shit like that. The shit you done sent that shit everywhere. And ain't nobody used shit of it. Cause it wasn't about shit. You're just pitiful. No, but you thought you had the Holy Grail. You thought that you had, baby, you had that all that shit that can free our cat. What Don Russell ran around here and say, I got the stuff that can free our cat. And everybody, oh, Don got the stuff that can free our cat. Whoa, nobody ain't asked the motherfucking question. Then why hasn't he given it to the goddamn attorney? Or better yet, why he didn't give it to R. Kelly? I mean, did you have the shit that you could turn? I mean, I think R. Kelly would have turned it in on his own behalf. You could at least mailed it to him at the MCC or before he got in jail. Did you think about that? Huh? All that motherfucker research and working behind the scenes. Huh? They ain't even mention it in court. They ain't mention you. They ain't sent you no subpoena. They ain't get you involved in the chain of custody of the bullshit that you turn over to the people because it wasn't about shit. None of it. As a result, to probably of you motherfuckers meddling in the motherfucking shit, that man is facing a unmotherfucking certain future. Probably due to you emailing all kinds of shit over there into the prosecutor, writing the letters and shit. Here it is. And this would have been so funny, right? This would have been really, really funny. Suppose y'all would have wrote the letter to the judge and to the prosecution team about Larry and whomever else. Then somebody that's smart, but not even smart, I won't say that, an average motherfucker would have said, well, if they're saying that this dude have all this evidence and know all this shit about Kels, this, that, and the third, we're going to contact their ass and use whatever he got to prosecute R. Kelly. What about that? Oh shit. Yeah. Yeah, you getting evil, Angie, the motherfucking this morning. How about that? What about if you sent all that shit over there and they probably looked at it and said, well, why don't we gonna get in touch with the motherfuckers y'all telling on, and we gonna see if they got something that can help us prosecute this motherfucker even more. Brainiacs. Mm-hmm. Oh, wait a minute, wait a minute. I'm looking at the screen now, Kayla. Wait a minute, wait a minute. You got a question for me, Kayla? Hold on. Scroll up, scroll up, scroll up, scroll up, scroll up. Okay. Why certain counts included items child while other counts had the items minor? That's a good question. You know what? It could be the age. Hold on. Let me see. Let me see. Let me look at it. Hold on. Okay. I'm typing it in. Let's see. Hold on. Let me see if I can get a simple. Or it could have been just, you know, they using the terms interchangeably. But let me see. And I told you I don't do no sex crime. I never done no sex crimes. So let me see. Okay, they say the next child. They said child is below the age of 18. They say a child is a person between birth and puberty. Okay, hold on. Let's see when they say minor. Okay, person under the age of 18 is a person under the age of 21. So maybe they was using it interchangeably, or maybe they was trying to use it to show the difference in an age range, right? So that is something I'm going to have. I'll look up. I'll look at it. Let me see if I can figure it out. You know, we be decoding shit over here. Yeah, but that's why that's some shit. I'll come over here and they don't want to. Don't tell me I'm asking a stupid question. But then, damn, well, hit the link and give me some information then. Yes, I be wanting to know. Cause they like I'm rolling around trying to keep up with the goddamn laws and shit like that for what? I teach my motherfucking classes and that be it. That don't require me to know nothing about the updated law unless it's a class on a particular law and shit like that. Hell. So oh, no problem, honey. I'm gonna find out. I'm gonna find out because I have to look at Kayla, was it on, are you talking about, was it on the indictment or was it on any particular motion? And see, that's what I was talking about a while ago. And I bring it up every so often, right? You can disagree with anybody, whatever. That's not, but you're gonna have to qualify your answer, right? And I would think that you would do that just in regular everyday life. If you see something different from somebody, whatever, I know to go and get me some resources. And I'm gonna show you why I say what I said, and you know what I'm saying. And and hopefully you do the same. It's all about being thorough, right? Because my hope is that if we agree to disagree, at least we go and find why we disagree. Find out like what is our argument predicated on, right? Because the law, you can go directly by what the law states, and then also it can be interpreted, right? So, oh, okay, over when we were reading accounts in the thing, okay, good. So I can go back and look. So it must be so to be in the indictment. Why did they use child and why did they use minor? Because you would think that. So let me see something. Now you got me think. See, Kayla, you see you're one of the most smart people. Let me see something. Hold on. Let me see. Oh, okay. So they say puberty for girls are between 10 and 14, and for boys is between 12 and 16. Okay, so maybe puberty is what separates. Um, so 10 and 14, 12. So anyway, so another thing that Choke was talking about that I thought was a good idea, right? He was talking about going and like I think and I may be wrong, whatever, but like setting up like social media or something or whatever to where it talks about like for it to be like all no let me stop because I don't know what he said. Let me stop because I think that's something I said. But I know he was saying something about setting up something that gives information on R. Kelly. I may be wrong or whatever. But see, if these people were so bright, right? They so focused on the infighting amongst each other, and the team Kale's people, I don't know. You ain't got to listen to me or whatever, but what I challenge you to do is to do something different so you can get a different result, right? So you know that the judge is still out with her judgment and her I mean it's always popping up when I'm about to log off. What is going on, Miss Lady?
I'm not going to sleep tonight all night. What's going on? Did they break them out today?
Now, I can't hear nothing but your TV.
Well, I always got to ask if they break them out. I'm waiting on the big breakout.
Miss
Yeah.
April, you need to lean to the left by the aluminum
Oh, wait,
foil because
wait
I
a
think
minute. Okay, I had to turn my
okay.
Bluetooth off. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
I said, did they break them out today?
Oh,
Oh,
mm-mm.
okay.
No.
All right. Okay. All right. I'm just waiting for the big
Oh,
breakout.
no, they ain't give them today. No. Oh,
Okay.
okay. Oh, Choke said he wanted to start new hashtags. Oh, I thought he said he wanted to also like set up some kind of social media or maybe some kind of somewhere where people could get some positive information for R. Kelly. Like so, so check this out, right? I saw where Sharon Winbush did a documentary. I think Texas Black Diamond did several types of little I'm gonna call them documentaries or little shorts or whatever. You know, it's something you like while that lady is out, you got hearings where the jury, hasn't been, potential jurors are out or whatever. Why, y'all not doing stuff with not you, Miss Ava, but it's well, I don't say everybody that's Team Kels as a whole. Why no one is doing anything to show the positive stuff about R. Kelly, or to show,
Girl, I wouldn't fuck with no more of these dirty slime ball people. When
oh,
you tried to do it, I told you they wasn't for him. I
oh,
asked them to share the video of my mother. I got other videos and pictures. I wouldn't share shit else with them people.
right, okay,
Them
thank you,
people
my
ain't for R. Kelly. They for self. For self.
shout out to Ronnie Lyles for coming on through and giving me the information. Right, that's exactly what he said. He said he was going to make videos showing the inconsistencies of witnesses when they testified. Right, right. So, um, see, he's thinking stuff like that. You're showing inconsistent. You're not attacking nobody. You're not calling them ass rat. You're not you're not going on all that kind of bullshit stuff like that. That's a clean way to fight to defend someone or whatever. Clean way,
To
you
show
know.
to show that they lied or they changed their stories or they couldn't remember or what.
You would call them inconsistencies, right? Okay, because you're dealing with, you always got to think about um, how people are going to be sensitive. You also got to think about people being, um, you have people that are victims. You have a lot of stuff. So, not using the word liars or not showing that act seeing, not being on the attack on them. You want to label it as being inconsistent, right? And you don't even you really can use like if they're being have showing where they've been inconsistent in the media. You know, you got a lot of that because a lot of them, be on social media. A lot of them doing this, that, and the third. Instead of talking about them taking, you know, showing pictures of them having their bodies out and this, that, and the third, whatever. Talk about the shit that matter. Not about no titties, not having their ass out, not whatever. Because you are saying that you have a problem with them going on with their life. Show where they have been
Oh, let
inconsistent.
me tell you, them young girls, if they got nice bodies, they should be showing their body. I mean, if life goes on, shit. I mean, if they young girls, they should show their body. They should show their curves. They should be wearing skimpy dresses and high heels. That's how they dress. I mean, if you got a body, you got a body. Ain't nothing nobody can do about that. If you fat and the slob, go get on the diet, and then you can get you a nice body to show, and wouldn't be worrying about the other girls.
But
Yeah.
see, but see, here's the problem with that. Wait a minute. I'm doing something I'm supposed to be doing is eating one of these damn Reese's cups. Here's the problem with that, Miss Ava.
Girl, I'm always eating this time of night. Shit, I'ma be. Hell, I'm gonna be calling out for a diet pretty soon.
Right. But here's the problem with that, right? And I hate to give y'all a bipolar experience, but this is what it is. You know, we have to go to the, I have to jump back and forth. You know, you're wearing several different hats, right? Here's the problem with that. If and this is no advice or whatever, so don't fuck me up. But when you are, I wouldn't, I would be alarmed. Here's the reason. I would be alarmed if, as a accuser that's in a case, that I'm revealing my body or doing saying, you know what I'm saying. Here's the reason why, right? Because you are you have a defense team that's saying that these people are groupies or whatever. And even though they're not using the word easy or call them whores or whatever, when you think of groupies or what have you, you kind of think of, that's what you kind of think of. So if I had a
Girl,
client and they had their ass out on the internet, I would, I would be pulling my hair out. Be like, why
if
are you
they got
doing
nice bodies, they should show them. People gonna talk about them people for the rest of their life. So if
it? Not if
you
you're an
going to be
accuser.
talked about anyway. So talk about showing your nice body.
Not if
Yeah.
you're an accuser.
Huh?
You need to sit your and not if you're an accuser. You need to sit your ass down, wrapped up like a nun. Now I know people don't going to disagree with that, but
How you gonna be
that,
wrapped up as a nun and they got you on videotape? If you on tape having threesomes and shit. Shit, it's too late for all of that. Show 'em what
that
you working with. That's what
nah, that's not
Mystical
fake.
said. Bend over. Show 'em what you working with. Where's the Kendra at? I need the
Oh
Kendra up here. Where is the Kendra? Do that Mystical. Bend over. Show 'em what you working with. If them girls got bodies, they need to show their bodies. Ain't no sense in trying to dress like no nuns now. Shit all on videotape. Been showed to the world, been talked about. So it don't matter.
yes it do. If you an accuser, yes it does. Just like, do y'all remember when who that was it Mike Brown or Trayvon Martin? I think it was Mike Brown. I was one of them.
Who Mike Brown? Who Mike Brown?
I think it was Mike Brown when the defense put that picture out of I don't know if was it him toting a gun or him smoking weed, and then they apologized about it in court, something like that. When you see the defense teams, where you see like little pictures are leaked or something like that, they do that for a reason because it's perception. Listen, it's all in a strategy. They do that shit for a reason. That's why you might not, if you're an accuser, whatever. This my opinion, not advice, not talking about
Mhm.
nobody, whatever. You might need to, you know, keep your naked ass off the internet. That's just what I'm saying. But I ain't got nothing to do with that.
Well, I think it's their life. People got to do what makes them happy, and they should do what makes them happy.
Hey, non-lawyer. I'm just looking up at the screen. Right, right. Perception play a major role. Although people should, although it shouldn't in the court of law, but it does, and there's nothing you can do with it. You can't tell nobody on a jury or people, weighing in on the case. That, if you saw somebody ass out on social media, May like you ain't see it, can't do that. I mean, you could do it, but how? What's the probability of that happening?
Well, just because somebody have their ass hanging out and stuff, I mean, that don't mean that they supposed to get raped or attacked and all that other kind of stuff.
Right?
Yeah.
It don't mean that. It don't mean that. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, when you're talking about you have a case with a celebrity, you have a defense that's saying that the accusers were groupies, and then you have social media where people got their ass out. I mean,
Well, obviously it didn't matter. Didn't nobody care about the pictures that them girls, that they had on social media showing their titties. It still didn't matter. So what
right?
difference did it make?
But when people leak pictures like that, when the defense do stuff like that, they do it for a reason. They make allegations like that ahead of a trial. They do that for a reason. They not just, you know,
Of
they
course, they
say
want to make the girls look grimy and slutty
right,
and 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 liars, and you know you getting down like this, but it don't matter. I guess maybe in this case it didn't matter. They hated Rob so much that it didn't matter. You know, maybe in
right,
another case it
but
would
you
it
don't help
would
feed the stereotype. You don't help feed the stereotype by by doing it. I'm not saying they're wrong for doing that. That's not what I'm saying. I'm talking about just perception when it comes to the law. Oh, let's right. So yeah, Ron, that's right. He kept saying as was perking. There's a reason why they're saying stuff like that in court. There's a reason. They're not just they're just not going through the motion. It's all about perception. They're gonna you know they're gonna exploit every angle that they have available. That's just what it is. I mean, it's a dirty game.
so
So
they gonna always keep talking about they breast implants, the titties they got, the ass they got for the rest of their life. Jesus
I don't
Christ.
know.
Oh my
Hmm.
God. Yeah. I wish I had the money to go fly to Mexico. Shoot, I would get me some new breasts, liposuction, and a big butt and hope I can pass for 40 years old. And y'all might catch me with a young man about 20 something. I'm just joking. But
Oh Lord.
yeah, I'm just having fun. I ain't got nothing else to do. And I used to work midnight, so I'm up at night. But I'm just trying to see every day. I'm waiting to see if they done broke them out. They so powerful out here. They doing everything it is. I'm waiting on the big breakout, girl. That's what I'm waiting on.
Oh
Hmm.
Lord.
They so bad,
Okay.
you know. They ready to kill everybody in New York, and they calling folks to come to the rescue. I'm waiting on you badass people to break them out of jail. The way they was carrying on down there in New York. I'm waiting on the big breakout. Shit. Angie, you got my number, right? When the big breakout happens, make sure you let me know. Because the way they was carrying on down there, girl, they should have been to broke them out by now.
All right, honey.
But the case is over with. I mean, they gotta wait until he's what sentenced next year. They can't even file no appeal. So I guess the ones that gotta be worried now are the girls that might be in the Chicago case. If they gonna come up, but like I say, they hate Rob so much it don't matter what them people do. The hate for him is so awful. Yeah, that it wouldn't matter. Them girls could walk around butt naked. They wouldn't care. They hate him so bad. Yeah. So
Did
it don't matter. I wish them all well. I hope everybody go get counseling and therapy. And I really pray for his kids because,
right,
he does have three children, and that is their father. And they had some good times. Yeah.
right.
Um,
Kayla, yeah, you're right. I'm looking up at the screen now. Kayla, you're right. Let me see. She said, but people aren't judging any of the boys he allegedly pursued. It's like some people don't want to mention them at all. Right, right. Because that's
yeah,
another.
what did the boys look like? Shit, I mean, how could you tell? You didn't have them was the sketch artist wasn't good. Um, are the rest of them guys? Do they have video, Facebook accounts and stuff? Cause
Well,
it was three men that testified against them, right?
two, two,
Two.
John Doe.
Well, the John Doe's. I thought one of them was Richard Hardline and one they called nephew. And then wasn't it one that who was the one he met at McDonald's? They didn't have no Facebook account.
I don't know. I don't know. I ain't go looking for. I mean, we know one of them is Richard Arline, but hey, y'all. Question, y'all. Uh, y'all can help me. Do y'all remember if? Because I remember that I was supposed to be trying to figure out if anybody that's going to be in any of the Chicago cases showed up in New York. I remember I figured out that the people that's going to be in the Chicago Fed cases are going to be new people that we haven't heard from or heard about that was in the New York case. But I don't think I figured out if any of the people that was going to be in the Chicago Fed case would they show up in the Chicago State case. Does anybody know if I did that?
Mm-hmm.
Jojo the Ryan. Hey, Jojo the Ryan.
Mm.
Do y'all remember if
Okay,
I?
JoJo in. All right. Well, I'ma go. I'ma listen to y'all. I was just seeing if the big breakout had happened. Yeah,
No, it ain't
that's
happened yet.
okay.
All
And
right.
then they finished the transcripts today. I heard you. So,
Oh, yeah.
um, yeah. I always ask people, what did you learn? Ask them, what did they learn during the trial? I know for me, I learned he had herpes, you know. So, um, but come on up here, JoJo, so I can hear you talk. Angie, I died laughing, and then I fell asleep this morning on y'all. I was laughing so hard at that doggone Debowski. I had a good time. Thanks for
Yeah,
the
that was
laughs and stuff. Yeah,
funny. No problem,
laughing is
honey.
good
Yeah.
for the soul. Yeah, because you can't do nothing but laugh at all of this stuff. I mean, I mean, as serious as it is, you still have to laugh at something. some of the stuff
Right.
that has happened doing the stuff. You can't make it up. Hell, I'm writing a book. I hope somebody publishes it. I'm writing a book. Yeah. 'Cause you can't make this stuff up. I'm looking
No,
out the window now. I felt like I've been in the twilight zone for 2.5 years, 3 years.
right.
hmm But this part is over. So they got till August to get ready for Chicago. Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
So um so when will they start putting out information about the Chicago case? Like next May or April or how
Well, they've
soon?
been going. They've been going through it. They've been putting it out there. All along. I mean, right now. I mean, they just going through like the pretrial hearings and motions and stuff like that. Hey, y'all. Do y'all wanna Do
Do
y'all wanna?
and you know these people really believe like they gonna give him bail? They're not gonna give him bail.
Mm-mm.
They are not going to give him bail. And they know all the people that's testifying. Y'all, everybody that made it seem like he a gangster. Then the damn supporters. The supporters, hell, they done made a whole nother enterprise. Shit, they killing, fighting, getting people arrested, threatening folks, fighting all in front of the courtroom. You can't make this shit up.
Mm-mm.
Where
No, no,
JoJo at?
no. Mm. Hey, oh, so y'all want to do it? Do y'all want to? I probably should have did that first. But y'all want to see if we can figure out? I'll do it. Y'all want to do it? We can do it real fast. Well, it ain't gonna be real
What we
fast.
gonna figure out?
Trying to see if any of the girls that will show up in Chicago have they've already showed up in New York. So I did New York and Chicago feds. Let me see. Let me pull up the other. Let me pull up the state case.
Oh yeah, pull up. Let's see. I just know Rashonda. That's the only one I know.
All right, y'all. Let me see if I can pull it up. It's quicker for me to go. Wait a minute, y'all. I got to get it out my
Uh, where's the Kendra at? The Kendra, you ain't did no show. I done need some laughs. It's been cold, rainy.
mm, let me see. Um,
But the way they say he was carrying on Chicago, you should have a witness list. They make it seem like he done fucked half for Chicago.
mm, oh, y'all. Let me pull it up.
So it should be a big list. The way they claiming he was everything he was doing in Chicago. So it should be over 500 witnesses.
Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Okay. I know y'all got. I'm not on the screen, y'all. So I know y'all got the Y'all make sure y'all got the pen and piece of paper. All right, we're gonna try to figure it out. Let's see. We get it out the mud. All right. Okay. I'm in Chicago. I'm in Chicago. Okay.
Yeah, Chicago, girl, they should have over 500, 1K, maybe 5K. Because they claim like he was fucking all of Chicago.
Right. Okay, y'all. Okay.
Okay.
All right, folks. Okay,
So they
y'all.
got all three of those people, Rob with Daryl and Milton Brown, all three of them being charged together.
Yeah, for one particular count. All right, y'all. So y'all get y'all pen and paper. So you know I need to let me focus. Let me focus.
Yeah, refocus. I got my pen ready. I'm in class. Take me to class. I'm gonna keep my mouth shut.
Okay, so we're gonna go back here to the minors. Okay, so now we on Chicago Fed, right? So M1 was in between. He met him in between night. And what I'm using is the dates that he met him, particular person, right? So M1, he met him around 96, 97, when that person was 12 or 13. M3, he met him around in 1996, when that person was 15. M4, met him around 1999. That person was 16. M5,
Damn, I said I was gonna be quiet. How many damn minors is it? I'm
um,
looking at -6. How many minors do they have?
it's 5. So we have 1997, 1998. That's 13 or 14. Now 6. Okay, we got 1997 to 1998. And that person was 14 or 15, right? Okay. So we got that. So I'm gonna take that off. Now we're gonna go with. Ooh, what is this? Hold on, y'all. So now we're gonna go with. So let me put this one up here. So this is. Let me see if I can put this up here. Uh, okay. You see that, Miss April? Can you see something different?
Mhm.
Okay. So with this one, let me see. So we're gonna look for the dates.
So they were minors at the time, even though they not minors now.
All right.
They so far we up to 6 minors from what you, but the
It's
screen just
five.
changed.
Well, it was five in the Chicago Fed case.
No, but it said -6. If you go,
Yeah, that's
no,
because they
Chicago
moved
gonna
them.
make me catch a damn heart attack. Shit,
Woo! Okay, let's
'cause they
see.
got -6.
Okay, so that's gonna be in the. Okay. Okay, so the grand jurors want authority of the people upon their oath
What
resident
lady?
or
Lady seven.
about. Uh,
How old is he then?
okay, so we do. So we know LC wasn't a minor, so we can skip her. And the okay, that's the Fed, and this is Chicago State. Okay, so we can skip past LC. All right, so HW. Okay, now HW was at least 13, but under 17. And let me see if they said when she met him. Okay, the prosecution extended pursuant to. Okay. Mm, okay. That's 98 and 99. Okay. 98, 99. HW. Let me see. I put 98 and 99 by her, but I'm going to I got a question mark about that because I need to get into this case. This is HW. I don't know. She met him in 80 and 98, 99.
I wonder, are these girls willing participants with the testifying, or they
Mm.
they identify them on videos?
Well, if they're minors, uh, they can't be willing participant because they can't give consent. I don't know. Okay, so JP, that's okay. So we know J. So we know JP. We already know she showed up in the Fed case in New York. So we know. So she won. That's one of them.
Oh, she back in the Chicago case.
Hmm.
Oh boy. Mm. It's no secret. Everybody know I had issues with her. That girl right there, I just
So RL, that is 98. So we know this one. So the second one is RL. She is. We know she gonna be in the Fed case.
well yeah, 'cause all the money that he had been paying for them and they thought they was being slick
No.
by filing bankruptcies and stuff.
Okay. I think they made it easy for us. Okay. All right. So they made it easy for us. All right. All right, y'all. I'm coming back around the front. I'm coming back around the front. So
Okay, how many? It was six. We was at -6. How many more minors? I mean, I would think it'd be 1,000 of them. The way they say he was fucking half of Chicago.
in the Chicago Fed case, it's only 5 right now. So we know that JP showed up in the New York Fed case, and we know that RL is showing up in the Illinois Fed case. So that means that it's going to be 4 girls that we don't know anything about in the Chicago Fed case, right? We know that
Right.
LC is was an adult, so
Was that Lanita Carter?
and then we got HW.
That was the that was the Williams girl, wasn't it? What was her name?
Heather.
Heather Williams.
So what we're gonna have to figure out is will is Heather we is HW, is she going to be one of the ones in the Chicago Fed case? I have a question mark about her. So that's what we're gonna figure out. Yeah, baby. Yeah. So we're gonna have to finish this tomorrow.
Yeah, everybody have a good night. Uh, LaKendra, you said you gonna be on tomorrow night. Uh, I'm in the music room listening to music, chatting with people.
Hmm.
And
Well, all right,
but
y'all.
like I said, Angie, I thought it would be more people than that. uh, I'm thinking they coming out by the thousands. The way they claim like he was terrorizing the streets of Chicago and was fucking anything that had legs.
Mm.
So I'm thinking it was like we was gonna have thousands of people testifying.
Oh no. But in there, I don't know what to say.
Like you did a good job tonight on Atlas Channel reading the transcript. Um, I'm getting a little thing made for Atlas because he did a good job with his
Right. It did.
disguising his voices and playing his part. Atlas did a good job. Well, everybody that read those transcripts, you all did an amazing job. And as hard as it was to listen to y'all read them transcripts, I did listen to them. And like I say, transcripts are, what actually happened. So I did listen to everybody reading the transcripts, and y'all did a beautiful job. Hmm.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yep. Thank you
And
so much,
so,
y'all.
so that's nice. So now remember Deboski was saying he was gonna be his appeals attorney. Where that little motherfucker at this morning? Cause I want to ask him if that is true.
No, that's not true. They ain't gonna let him know
Oh,
what.
okay.
Mm-mm.
Oh, okay.
Mm-mm. No, he can't. Mm-mm. Y'all, I ain't gonna
Well,
hold y'all no further. So
y'all
long.
have a good night.
Yeah.
Uh, Y'all, and then um, y'all have a good night, girl. I'm going to take me a damn pain pill and take my ass to bed, 'cause I didn't fall asleep till this morning, and then I got up and of course did my daily rituals that I do, and I was laughing as I was thinking about the good time that I had on your channel. So
Mm-hmm.
tomorrow, JoJo and LaKendra be on. So I look forward to hearing from y'all on this third shift. Angie, keep the third shift going because there's people like me that be up all night. I work to midnight, and I would
Oh,
I would be supporting you every time you come on this late at night. Peace, love, and hair grease and all that good stuff to everybody. Good night.
good night, Miss April. All right,
Okay.
y'all. I ain't gonna hold y'all. I'm supposed to hold y'all for just an hour. And honey, yes, baby, yeah, I think so. So, anyway, honey, thanks Miss April for coming up, honey. Thanks again to the host, the hostess, and the guests, and everybody else, baby. Until the next live, I'll be seeing y'all. Bye, y'all.